So are you surprised that they're taking away that coffee cup? Because you shouldn't be. Not if you watched my last video. August 12th, that coffee cup, that same coffee cup that I made a whole video about last summer teaching you how to catch surges with it, well, Uber is ripping it out the driver app. 2 days ago, I sat right here and I told you every Uber hack has an expiration date. 2 days later, Uber tells me it's gone. I told you. And I told all of you. And it didn't even take a week for the receipts to show up. So today, this is part 2 of every hack has an expiration date. And I'm going to break down why Uber's doing this, what it actually means for you, and then I'm going to tell you the only move left in the game that Uber can't take away from you. So stay with me, because this one's important. Welcome back to Fares and Frustrations. Now, if you missed my last episode, go watch it after this one. It's called Every Hack Has an Expiration Date. And the whole point of that video is simple. Uber's data team is watching everything you do, and the second a hack starts costing them money at scale, well, it's gone. I said it 2 days ago, and Uber just proved it 2 days later. And a hack they killed, it's my hack. The coffee cup surge pause. The one I showed you back in June of last year. The video was literally called Pause to Catch a Surge, and thousands of you watched it, and thousands of you used it. It worked, and it made you money. August 12th, well, it's gone. Now, let's be clear about why they're doing this, because Uber's official line is going to be the corporate smile. Don't worry, you can still take a break, just tap the other button. And that's not what this is about. Uber isn't removing that break coffee cup button because drivers weren't using it. They're removing it because drivers were using it too well. Back in 2021, Uber launched that coffee cup as a gas-saving feature. That was the pitch. Find a bathroom, find a gas station, take a breather in the middle of your shift, a nice little quality of life button. Then drivers, real drivers grinding out here, figured out the loophole. Pause with that coffee cup instead of going offline, and the surge doesn't disappear. Roll into an airport queue with a $10 surge locked in, and drop a passenger in a red zone and pause before a random ping pulls you out. Hold a $15 surge across a bathroom break. That was real money and hundreds of dollars a week for some of you. But here's the difference that mattered when you go offline in a surge zone. The surge disappears. Uber says that right in their own help docs. Zero. It's gone, but when you paused with the coffee cup, you weren't offline. You were still active, so the surge stuck to you. And that one little difference was worth a lot of money to us. And it means that it was costing Uber a lot of money too. And the second their data team saw the pattern, the second they saw drivers systematically banking surges instead of accepting whatever random ping the algorithm was throwing out, the timer on that button started. And it was always going to end. It was just a question of when. Well, August 12th is when. So what does this mean for your paycheck starting August 12th? It means the surge game just got harder. It's not impossible, just harder. You can still pause new requests, sure. You can still go offline. But every option Uber left either takes you out of the surge zone entirely or forces you to fumble through 2 or 3 extra taps to do what one tap used to do. And more importantly, it means Uber is watching. They're not just watching, they're actively closing doors. Every door you found, they will find and they will close it. And what that really means is, it's not about the coffee cup. It's about the message underneath the coffee cup. The message is, you don't own this game. They do. This is exactly what I laid out 2 days ago. So, say it with me. Every single hack has an expiration date. Now, it might have, it has. Written in stone, and it's guaranteed. Because Uber's not stupid. They have a data science team the size of a small country. They see every tap, every pause, every accept, every decline, and every mile. The second a pattern shows up in the data that costs them money, they patch it. Just like a video game company patches an exploit. And the drivers who built their whole strategy around any one of these hacks, they woke up one morning and their income dropped 20, 30, 40% overnight. And they didn't see it coming because They thought the hack was the strategy. Well, the hack was never the strategy. The hack was a temporary bug in Uber's system, and Uber fixes bugs. And here's the part that nobody wants to hear, but I'm gonna say it because I built my entire life around this one answer. The only real hack left in this game is moving up the tiers. That's it. That's the video. You cannot out-hack UberX. You cannot out-hack Uber Comfort. And you're always one algorithm update away from your entire strategy being useless. Every trick that I've ever shown you at the base tier, every single one, has a countdown timer on it and Uber holds the clock. But you know who doesn't have an expiration date? A higher rate per mile, a higher rate per minute, a higher base fare, and a better class of passenger. That's not a hack, that is a business model. When I moved from UberX to Uber Black, my per trip revenue didn't go up 20%. It didn't go up 50%. It went up 2 to 4 times on the same trip, same passenger, same route, same gas, and same wear and tear on the car. It's a different tier and it's different money. When I started dispatching private clients through my own system, my own booking app, my own reservations, my own client list, I stopped needing surges at all. I set my own price, I set my own minimum, and Uber can kill every hack in the app tomorrow and it doesn't move my revenue $1 because I'm not fighting for scraps at the bottom of the pool anymore. Now, let me be specific because I know some of you are thinking, okay, that sounds nice, but how? Well, here's the ladder. Rung 1 is UberX. This is where the hacks live and they die. This is where you're going to keep chasing coffee cups and Quest and surges, and Uber's going to keep killing them one by one. Now, you can survive here, but you can't build here. Then you have rung 2, and that is Uber Comfort and XL. Now, slightly better rates, slightly better passengers, and slightly better tips, but you're still inside the algorithm and you're still expendable. Then you have rung number 3. Now this is Uber Black and Black SUV. Now we're talking a higher base fare, higher per mile, actual professional passengers. You're going to have better tips, and the competition is thinner because most drivers don't qualify or they don't want to invest in a vehicle. Now, this is the first tier where the real math works without needing hacks. Then you have rung number 4, and that is private and independent black car. This is where I make real money. You own the clients, you own the dispatch, you own the pricing, you own repeat business, and Uber could do whatever they want in the app. My Tuesday morning airport client is still paying me my rate, still booking me through my system, and they're still tipping me. Every rung that you climb, you rely less on Uber's tricks and more on your actual business. That's the end game. That's the only end game. And it's not easy, but it is doable. Now, I want you to hear this one line and let it sit with you tonight. If your income depends on a button in somebody else's app, they own your income. Uber owns that coffee cup. They just proved it. They gave it to you, you built a strategy around it, and they took it away with a 5-sentence email. They own the destination filter. They own the quest structure. They own the surge algorithm. And they own the acceptance rate penalty. They own every lever that you've been pulling. You don't own any of it. But you know what you do own? Your car, your service, your reputation, your client list, your booking app, your reviews, your LLC, your insurance, your professionalism, and your chauffeur's permit, and your Sunday night regular who tips you $80 to get home from the airport. That's yours. And Uber can't take that away in an email. All right, so what do you actually do with this? Now, if you're serious about not being stuck at the bottom of the game, here is the plan, and there's 3 different things. Now, 1 is stop building your strategy around hacks. If your income plan for August, September, and October depends on the coffee cup or any other specific in-app trick, rebuild that plan tonight because the next hack is next on Uber's list. I promise you that. Number 2 is start working towards black. Not comfort, not XL, but black. And I'm going to be straight with you. Comfort is a waste of money. If you're spending on a nicer car for a couple extra bucks a trip and you could still be stuck in that same algorithm getting same X tier passengers, comfort is a trap. Black is a different game. Black is a different rate card, different passenger, different tips, and it's thinner competition because most drivers won't or cannot qualify. If you're going to spend money moving up, spend it once and skip straight to black. Comfort and XL comes with it. Look at your market's vehicle requirements, look at the commercial insurance, and look at the licensing. Then run the math on how many black trips it takes to cover that jump. And don't skip the licensing. In a lot of markets, you need a proper TCP or livery permit to do private work legally. Without those permits, you cannot be handing out business cards. You cannot be running side clients. You cannot be doing your own bookings. Do it right or don't do it. That's why I'm not telling every driver, go get private clients. Most of you can't legally do that yet, and getting the permits first and move up to black inside Uber first, then we can talk private. That way, if you get in a wreck, you're not worried. And the coffee cup is dead August 12th. The next hack after that, also dead. You just don't know which one yet. The only thing that will still be paying you in 2027, 2028, and 2030 is a real business at a higher tier with real clients and real margins. So stop hacking and start building. Now, drop a comment, tell me what other hack you're mourning. Hit that like and go watch part 1. Every hack has an expiration date if you haven't yet, because you know what? It's a good episode and it breaks it down. So remember, drive better, drive smarter, and drive without the frustration.